time, Mr. Michael Powell will now introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2018.
Thank you. It is truly a thrill and a privilege to be with you here this evening, to be an honorary Colt, and to reunite with families and friends I've known for a better part of a decade from our days at Forest Glen Middle. It is these same families and friends, exemplars of kindness, strength, and good spirit that make Coral Springs High School the vibrant, phenomenal institution that it is. You, the graduating class of 2018, your families, your friends, your administrators, and yes, your teachers are to be commended on a job well done. I'm honored this evening to introduce Mr. Jake Saccone as your salutatorian. Just as I'd be honored to introduce any number of the graduates in the arena tonight. This is an extraordinary group of women and men. But first, please stop what you're doing for a few moments and absorb your surroundings. As some might say, this is big league. The bright lights, the grand stage, even a couple of jumbotrons and an audience in the thousands. This truly is a unique setting for a singularly impressive man who never sought the spotlight, the microphone, or the approval of the crowd. I first got to know Jake as an 11-year-old in my Gem 6 math class at Forest Glen. He was smart and he was competitive. Very quickly, he was one of my, I keep a name, the ninjas. They're stealth-like. They stalk each algebraic concept, careful never to draw too much attention to himself. And to be honest, if you think back to middle school, nobody really wants to stand out. It's all awkward. But he was always executing his mission with speed and precision. To call Jake humble and diligent is to undersell his character. He never needed or sought my explicit approval. Jake's a man that takes quiet satisfaction in a novel concept mastered, a paper well written, a project completed with quality and fidelity. His academic accomplishments are almost too many to mention, but I'm still going to try. An AP Scholar with Honor and recipient of an AP Capstone Diploma, recipient of the Seal of Biliteracy, a Bright Futures Florida Academic Scholar with 283 service hours and 56 college credits to his name. Catching up with him recently, it was clear to me that nothing has changed in the intervening 6 years since leaving my class. Jake stayed true to his mission to maximize every academic and extracurricular opportunity made available to him. He has served admirably in the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, and the Executive Board of the Student Government Association. In addition to all of this, Jake is a recognized Broward County Scholar Athlete, a varsity letterman in volleyball that helped the team improve its record from 6 to 18 wins over the course of 3 seasons. We teachers in the audience know that families always send us their very best, and I know Jake would be the first to acknowledge that his accomplishments could not have been achieved without the unconditional love and support of his parents, Michelle and Stephen, and younger sister, Aria. They've welcomed me into their home numerous times over the years, and I've witnessed firsthand the way they've raised Jake to be an independent, thoughtful, hardworking, and above all, kind man. Jake will be attending the University of Florida this autumn, majoring in pre-med. And if he demonstrates the same care and concern for his future patients that he did for his studies, for his teachers, and for his peers, then we as a Colt family will be able to count him as one of the great graduates of this institution. His closest friends have long nicknamed him the GOAT. But I'm going to introduce Jake Saccone to you as the salutatorian of the class of 2018. Jake?
All right. Hello, graduating class of 2018. My name is Jake Saccone, but my friends call me the GOAT. That totally wasn't planned, by the way. Before I begin the inspirational Go Get 'em, you can do it speech that I have scripted, I have a few shout outs and thank yous. First, I thank Mr. Powell, the best math teacher ever, for introducing me. Your devotion to teaching and your students is unparalleled. Next, I would like to give a shout out to Abby Freeman for her guidance over the last few years. UF, here I come. To my volleyball teammates, we pulled up and we executed. Hashtag should have been district champs. To my grandparents who have all played a part in the person I am today, I appreciate your love and support. And Papa Stan, I can't believe you're giving me a Corvette as my graduation gift. Wait. Do you guys think he bought that? I don't think he did. To my sister who has just decided in the last 2 weeks that she will miss me, I will miss you too. To my parents, I thank you for the past 18 years of love and support you have shown me, whether it was during my good moments or my bad ones. I'm able to be here on the stage today because of you. Now the speech. I first found out that I was salutatorian Saturday at about 2:30 in the afternoon. Now I knew for certain that I had to give a speech in front of 3,000 people, and the speech had to be turned in by Wednesday morning. As a graduating high school senior, my weekend was pretty booked. I had a graduation party that Saturday night and another one Sunday afternoon. On Monday, I was going on a day trip to the Florida Keys, and Monday night, Game 7. On top of my busy social schedule, I still had 26 presentations to write for my fellow seniors in leadership. Hashtag procrastinate much. When would I find the time to write this speech? Good thing I, along with all my fellow graduates, are Generation Z. We can multitask. We can talk on the phone, listen to music, type up a paper, study for a test, and volunteer all at the same time. On Tuesday, I watched Deadpool 2, discovered the cure to some unknown disease, baked a cake, and wrote this speech all at once. The cake, by the way, was delicious. Generation Z is a force that has been shaped by the events and technological advancements that surround us. Our generation was born to social media. We love to post and tweet, and here at CSHS, we excel. Thanks to us, our high school was the #1 trending topic on Twitter our sophomore year. Our generation has also been educated differently. In high school, it is no longer enough to take high school classes. We are expected to fill our course load with dual enrollment in AP college courses. And on top of the high academic expectations, we also have to be athletes, fundraisers, volunteers, and leaders. It's amazing that we can find some time to catch some dubs on Fortnite. Our generation is hyper-aware and tech-savvy. We get the information we need instantly. No, Mom, I do not need to go to the library. Graduates, did you know our parents had to actually get in their cars and drive to a building that had shelves stacked with books just to search their answers to their questions? Our generation questions everything and everyone. A title or advanced age is no longer enough to scare us off. Just ask Marco Rubio. Gen Z is the most diverse generation. We embrace our differences. We do not judge based on race, economic status, or partner preference. In the wise words of the rapper Logic, everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Our generation has lived with a new reality. In the weeks following the tragedy that occurred at Stoneman Douglas, we stood with and embraced our fellow students and longtime rivals. Hashtag Douglas Strong. The gravity of what had happened hit us hard, and the resiliency and drive of Gen Z became evident that day as high school students from all over the country mobilized, tweeted, and posted. We are not going to be silent and allow things to stay the same. We challenge and question existing policies. We informed through social media. We marched. Our voices are being heard, and legislators and businesses are taking a closer look at who and what they support. The education we have received enables us to speak intelligently. Our commitment to volunteer and lead pushes us to accept the role we must take. We as young adults can advocate for what is right and change the course of our country. We have the power and the responsibility to steer our country by continuing to educate ourselves with the truth, educating the truth with others, and encouraging our peers to vote. Our diverse makeup, compassion, and inclusiveness has created an unstoppable movement. In summary, my fellow Gen Z, we are highly educated, hyper-aware, tech-savvy, entrepreneurial, impatient, refuse to accept the status quo, and social media savants. There is no generation better equipped to change the world than we are. Hashtag we got this, hashtag congrats class of 2018.
Thank you, Mr. Powell, and thank you, Jake.